Great job, great job. So, we talked about the media. We talked about having conversations that matter. So next up, this amazing company focused on a certain segment of the population that most people don't think about, they don't talk about as it relates to gentrification, the homeless, okay? So please give it up for Mini City. Mini City, y'all.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'm India Hayes, and I'm with Team Mini City. But before I start talking to you all about our solution, I would like for us to all do an exercise together. So I won't require you guys to stand up, but I would love for all of you to just take a deep breath, take a pause, and close your eyes. Everyone just do that for a minute. Okay. I want you all to think back to a time where you felt like you were being judged. Okay? I would like for you all to think back to a time, if this is even possible, where you felt like you were invisible to others. I would like for you all, if this even applies to your life, if this is something you've ever felt, think back to a time where you felt unloved. Okay. Now everyone open your eyes. I apologize in advance if that took you back to a dark place, a place you did not want to be in, but I did that for a reason. I did that to shape the reality of the group that Mini City works with. Mini City works with a group of individuals that are often overlooked, completely disregarded. They are most affected by gentrification, but they're often left out of the equation. Mini City assists, like Joey said, the homeless. So this is our team. This is Mini City. We have more than 25 years of experience working directly in community development. Two of our co-founders, myself included, have worked directly with the homeless of Atlanta for more than 5 years. This is our wonderful development team and marketing team that we got from Goody Hack and Goody Nation. We're so grateful for them. So why are we assisting the homeless? Well, 10,000 individuals are experiencing homelessness on any given night in Atlanta. And 60% of those individuals are women and children. That's a huge epidemic, okay, that's occurring in our city. And it's also mirrored across our nation. So what is Mini City and how do we address this? We are a resource hub that streamlines the admin process for obtaining vital records, legal forms of identification, and personalized resumes and employment forms for the homeless. So our customer segment goes beyond just our well-meaning volunteers, which we definitely need, and our community-conscious citizens. Our customer segment includes executive directors of nonprofits, city planners, government directors, those that work directly with the homeless. And how do we do this? Well, we have some pretty cool technology. Have any of you all heard of Fitbits or Nike Fuel? Maybe you guys have some. Well, we actually have a tech sponsor that's based in LA, and they've given us 500 NFC-enabled wristbands. I have one on actually right now with me, and it's branded and all. And we use these. We give each NFC wristband to a homeless citizen. We store their information on it, and we're able to obtain information that helps us get vital records for them, personalized employment forms, legal forms of identification, and so on. Here's a live demo of our app and our product working. It's live, and it does work. It's set to pilot this winter. On the left, you'll see screens of us obtaining information to get those personalized resume forms. On the right, you'll see us obtaining information to get those vital records and identification. You'll see our website, which is also live and works in tandem with our app. I know what you're thinking right now. Some of you might be thinking, how do you protect their identity? What do you do if it's lost or stolen? How do you get this to homeless individuals that are chronically homeless on the streets? And I assure you we've answered all those questions. It's the same questions that our partners have asked us. And we invite you to come directly to our booth today and talk to us about this. So we have 500 individuals that we're set to assist today. We have 4 unique services, so we go beyond just identification and employment. We also are doing wellness and nourishment. So that's 2,000 services that we have set to deploy right now, today. Even if only 30% of the individuals in our pilot program complete it, we could save the city $1.2 million. And why is that? Because the cost of homelessness is huge. It's massive. The city of Atlanta spends about $68 million on the cost of homelessness every single year. But it's not just detrimental to the city, okay? It's also extremely detrimental to the individual. This is Fred. This is someone that we know. He's been homeless for 13 years in Atlanta. We've worked with him. He's told us himself that sometimes you just get in the rut of things and you don't even want to be noticed. Again, that feeling of being unloved and invisible. So what are we doing to stop that? What type of traction have we gained? We already have partners in our city of Atlanta. We have partnerships with the Salvation Army, Red Shield Services. Restart Atlanta has offered us a space. The last 2 logos you will see of Hope Atlanta and Mad Housers that I know are here today, those are 2 organizations that we want to partner with. So we really hope you contact us. And through these partnerships, we are tapping into the homeless community that's very diverse. We're talking about trans individuals, LGBT youth, veterans, women, and children. So our next step is raising a full additional $5,000 to fully launch our pilot. It's gonna happen anyway, but we know with your help, your genuine support, and also investment, we could do it tomorrow. We could do it immediately. So we would love to secure additional partners. And even if you just want to be a community partner and work directly with us, that's invaluable to us. So please visit our website to learn more. Please sign up. Please follow us online. And we're confident that with your help, we can make someone feel loved again and valued and never feel invisible. Thank you.
Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to India and her team. They've done a wonderful job. Part of our process, we took different types of companies and individuals. We took individuals who were just looking to basically get their toe in the water as far as innovation, all the way up to companies that were already starting with something but needed that little bump, that nudge. So, India, I would like to ask, the question I'd like to ask you is, how has it been, what are some of the things that you picked up along the way, since your journey had started earlier? What are some of the things that you picked up along the way going through the Goodie Nation process?
Oh gosh, we picked up so much. So like Justin said, a lot of our co-founders had already been working with the homeless or in community development. But sometimes when you kind of start with your own assumptions, you're really limited. So we would have never imagined that this would have evolved into something so great. So we just feel like we've gotten a ton of team members, a lot of developers, a lot of support from the city that I know just would not have been possible if we had just stuck to our own assumptions of what we think is right. Because even when you think you're the expert on something, you've been working with a group, it's nothing like broadening your circle and your community and your support system to really make something effective and work.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit more briefly the importance of identification. I know that was one of your first services you wanted to offer. Mm-hmm. Help us understand just a little bit better the importance of having identification and why the homeless need that.
It's really vital. That was, again, something that we picked up along the way, but identification, it's tied into so many services. Just think of trying to get a copy of your ID as someone that's not homeless. It's quite a hassle. But when you're a homeless individual, sometimes you can't even get into a shelter to get assistance without at least 2 forms of identification. You can't get your Social Security benefits. You can't get housing. You can't verify employment. So it's almost like Fred, you're stuck in the rut of things. And actually, Fred is someone who personally had his identification stolen by his own family members. So it can kind of be a vicious cycle of hopelessness. So it kind of breaks that, just, offering that.
Well, thank you for your vision, India. Mm-hmm. One more time for Many City.